Top of the morning to you. It's the 1st of March 2025 and temperatures have fallen today. It's really overcast. It's very dismal, very depressing, but it is brighter. What am I listening to in the shower? Well, I'm listening to this guy here, and it's Steve Winwood. Do you remember Steve Winwood? He's still about. He's 76, and I'm listening to 4 particular tracks, and I'll tell you about them in a wee minute or two. This guy is not from Ireland, but I like his songs, so that's why I'm listening to him, and I'll get rid of myself. Maybe you like him too, if you give him a play. So it says here, though primarily a guitarist, keyboard player, vocalist. I mean, I thought that would be enough. A vocalist with a distinctive soulful high tenor voice. Winwood plays other instruments. I'm just amazed at people who can play one instrument, never mind half a dozen. And he plays them professionally, including drums, mandolin, bass and saxaphone. Don't you just hate people like this? He achieved fame in the 60s and 70s as an integral member of 3 major bands. Remember the Spencer Davis group, Give Me Some Loving? You remember Traffic, Hole in My Shoe? You remember Blind Faith? Now, Blind Faith I wouldn't have listened to very much, so I can't even think of any of their songs. During the 80s, his solo career flourished, and he had a number of hit singles, including When You See a Chance. I'm listening to that. Arc of the Diver, yes, Valerie, and Talking Back to the Night. And I'm just running my eye on down again. Higher Love would be another one I'm playing to myself in the shower, and I put them up at full volume on the phone. I mean, this guy has had some career. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Traffic, 2 Grammy Awards, Ivor Novello Award. In 2008, Rolling Stone ranked Winwood as number 33 on its list of 100 greatest singers of all time. Born in Birmingham, and during his schooling and upper schooling, he befriended future Fleetwood Mac member Chrissy McVie. All of these folks knocked about together. At the age of 8, Winwood first performed with his father and elder brother Muff in the Ron Atkinson band. Muff Winwood later recalled when Steve began playing regularly with him at his father in licensed pubs, clubs. The piano had to be turned round so his back was facing the audience to hide the fact that he was so obviously underage. While still a pupil at Great Bar School, Winwood was part of the Birmingham blues scene, playing Hammond C3 organ and guitar, backing blues and rock legends such as Muddy Waters, John Lee Hooker, Howling Wolf, B.B. King, Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley on their United Kingdom tours. Isn't that amazing? What an education. It's unbelievable. And he modelled his singing after Ray Charles. Became a singer and keyboard player for Spencer Davis. Just rolling my eye down this. And you remember Keep On Running, Somebody Help Me. His success from the band allowed Winwood to buy his own Hammond organ. Co-wrote the band's breakthrough hits in America, Give Me Some Loving and I'm a Man. I remember those. Then there's Traffic and Blind Faith. Look who's knocking about with Jim Capaldi and Dave Mason, multi-instrumentalist Chris Wood. My goodness. Paper Sun, Traffic's Paper Sun. Following Traffic's split, Winwood formed the supergroup Blind Faith along with Cream members Eric Clapton and Ginger Baker and former family member Rick Grish. Didn't know this. Band produced one album which reached #1 and included the famous song Can't Find My Way Home. And then Winwood began sort of solo work. Look at this. 1966, 3 years before Blind Faith, Winwood guested with Eric Clapton as part of the temporary group Eric Clapton and Powerhouse. 3 tracks were recorded and released in 1966. Various artists' compilation albums, What's Shaking. 1968, Winwood was recruited by Jimi Hendrix to play organ for Voodoo Child and on the Electric Ladyland album. This guy has been in and out of some career build-up. Under pressure from Island Records, Winwood released his self-titled first solo album in 1977. He played keyboards in Marianne Faithfull's album Broken English, including synthesizer on the tracks The Ballad of Lucy Jordan and Broken English, which were taken as singles from the album. I know that track, Ballad of Lucy Jordan. 1980, he released his second solo album, Arc of the Diver. When You See a Chance was on that. And Taking Back the Night was another album which featured the song Valerie. '86, he enlisted the help of a coterie of stars to record Back in the High Life. So those are the 4 tracks I play in the shower. Higher Love and Valerie and When You See a Chance. Give them a listen too, folks. Moving on down, Traffic Reunion. I love reading these sort of mini biographies on Wikipedia. Recent activity, Winwood was one of Roger Daltrey's special guests in 2012. Toured America with Rod Stewart in 2013. Did a tribute for Ginger Baker. Other participants were Ron Wood, Roger Waters and Eric Clapton. 2023, Winwood performed as part of the coronation concert at Windsor Castle. This is interesting. Songwriting. Winwood has spoken very little publicly about the origin or meanings behind the songs he has written. He said that when I write a song, I don't like to have to explain it afterwards. To me, it's like telling a joke that you have to explain it. The explanation doesn't add to the song at all. Legacy, all these Grammys and all the rest of it. Personal life, married first of all to a girl called Nicole Weir. And that was in 2005. They divorced. Primary residence, a 300-year-old manor house in the Cotswolds in England. Recording studio, also a home in Nashville, Tennessee with new wife. Well, she's not a new wife, she's been married since 1887, and I've got 4 children, and that's Eugenie Crafton, a Trenton, Tennessee native. Oh look, 2011, one of Winwood's daughters, Mary Claire, married businessman Ben Elliott, later co-chairman of the Conservative Party. Oh, jolly good. And another daughter, Lily, is a singer and featured with Winwood, performing a duet of his song Higher Love as an opening act to her father's 2018 Greatest Hits live tour. And this guy is something else. Reminds me very much of Eric Clapton. He's been around. Look at the session work he's done. My goodness. I mean, these are top people. It just goes on. So that's who I'm listening to in the shower these days. Especially these 4 tracks, which I sing along to. Not a pretty sight, mind you. Okie doke, thought you might be interested in that.